Oh, hi there. Didn't see you there. So next up, I'm going to do my Doug DeMuro impression, and we're going to go over some quirks and features of the car, and what I like, and what's unusual about this Ford Focus RS. Wait, I got to do what? This is the Ford Focus RS. Well, hello everyone. Welcome to the first video. This is exciting. We're doing it. Oh my God, we're doing it. So what we thought for today's video was just kind of go over each car. So today's video, you're going to see my car. Tomorrow, or not tomorrow, the next video you'll see will be Brian's. And then hopefully Bugs will do his car as well. But what we'll do here first is I'll just kind of show you kind of the plans for the car, what's been done to it, what I plan to do with it. Yeah, but first off, we'll do like a history of the car, how I got it. So basically when I was buying these things, I wanted to buy something that was like completely stock, like hadn't been fucked with, just like, because what happens is you get younger guys buying these things and they just drive them to shit. It's like any performance car, it just comes with the territory. So I was looking for one with low kilometers and by a responsible owner. Luckily I found this one. I bought it with 43,000 kilometers on it. And it was owned by two kind of older guys. They both had families and kids. I know they had kids because I found a Hot Wheels in the back of the car when I was cleaning it. And I kept it.
I was like, no,
I'm pretty sure it's faster than my car. And nothing had been done to it. It was bone stock, like not even window tint. And then we knew nothing was done to it. Like sometimes guys will put parts on and then take the parts off to try and like fool you, thinking it's stock. Once we got into it, for sure it was completely stock. So what's been done to it? What have I done to it so far? So exterior wise, I kind of wanted this to keep it clean, simple. I didn't want to go like too crazy with it because it is a daily driver, and I didn't want to go too fuckboy with it. But I did put fuckboy mud flaps on, so I got the mud flaps, and honestly, like, it does help the look of the car a bit, but it does keep the dirt off it like really well, just on the sides. So yeah, they look cool, but they are also very functional. But give me props for not putting red ones on, because you see blue cars with red flaps all the time. So I just went clean black ones. It just came with the car. Like I don't even vape, but apparently I have to now. So did that, and then I immediately got it tinted as well, just because it's like sitting in a fishbowl if you don't have it tinted. So did 5% in the back and 20% in the front, and yeah, just gives it a more aggressive look. But also it's really nice to have the dog in the back because it keeps him cool, so he's not just getting baked by the sun back there, because it's quite dark back there now, and that's good. It keeps the sun off of him. Yeah, so other things that I did for, like, I just did kind of quality of life stuff too. So I do daily in the winter. So first thing I did before winter came was I put a new skid plate underneath, because there's a fabric one that comes underneath and it gets all chewed up, and it's like snow gets in it and it starts to sag. So we did a aluminum skid plate, and that helped a lot. Like you could hear snow hitting it, so it helped a ton. It didn't help me from getting a little bit of damage though this winter. I fucking hit some ice there, bud. One of those clumps of snow, and it just fucked her right up. So it busted. It was like a massive clump of ice and snow that falls out from like wheel wells, and it busted the whole front housing. I lost it completely. Luckily, it was a pretty cheap and easy to repair. Got it next day from Ford, but all that's left is we just got to do some paint correction on that bumper. Not a tough fix. I might even try and do it myself, try and learn how to do it. And then we got some like little rock chips in here and there, but it's what you got to expect when you daily these things in the winter. It just comes with the territory. Reason I got this car, like, I think I explained it. I explained it in my other video on my channel, but Brian was saying, why don't you get like a shitty winter beater and then like a S15 for the summer, or like something you really want for the summer. And I went, yeah, I don't have a garage. I'm not really good on them, like mechanically wise. I don't really have time for a project car yet. And here we are. But so the reason I went with this is because it's just like, it's good in every season. Like, it's an all-around, just really good car, beast of a car. It's not like crazy fast. It's quick. It's fast enough for me. It's fast. It's not like, oh, like there's so many people in the comments like, you should have got a Mustang. You should, like, well, I can't drive a Mustang in the winter. I can't drive an S15 in the winter. I can't drive a 370Z in the winter. Whatever you guys recommend, I needed all-wheel drive. I needed something good in the winter. So, and it was between this and a Golf R or a Subaru, and I went with this, and I love it. I love the color.
You might not think it's fast, but I've driven a lot of like really fast cars. This is up there. It's quick.
It's quick. It's spirited.
It's not like a speed car, but it's like as a whole, it's very fast.
Yeah. Oh, so one other thing, this was like a super cheap upgrade to do, but it actually looks sweet, is these used to be clear with just like a little bulb, like halogen bulb. So I upgraded those, and they're LED, and you'll see them turn on here. They actually look really good, like super smooth, and they look OEM. I don't want anything that makes it look like, oh, like that's eBay. Like, I'm not tinting the taillights. I'm not doing anything too crazy. OEM plus. That's the look. So yeah. So you may be wondering, why did you guys decide to flood YouTube with another pointless car channel? Well, first off, how dare you? But second off, why we started to do the channel was I wanted something like another project. I was looking for something else to do. But what really happened was I got this car, and I was wanting to do like an exhaust upgrade on it. And originally I was just gonna be like, take it to a shop, have those guys do it. And then Brian was like, well, why don't we do it? And I was like, oh yeah, you know cars, you know how to do things. So I was like, yeah, saves me a couple $100, win-win. And then what else happened was Brian goes, I'm looking to get a new Japanese, like old JDM sports car. So I was like, that's cool. I love JDM cars. And I'm like, are you wanting like one that's done? And he's like, no, I want to get a project car. So I was like, huh. Well, I want to do more upgrades on my car. You want to get a project car. Maybe we can film that and make that like a thing. So we're like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then I've been talking to Bugs, like obviously long time about like when I was buying this car. And he's expressed interest of like, he wanted to start filming and vlogging his car work, like the stuff he's going to be doing on his Impala, as well as his other cars. So with Bugs wanting to film his stuff, I was like, cool, why don't we start a channel together? Like Brian and I can put our stuff out, you can put your stuff out, and then the ball just started rolling on like ideas. Like we want to do car trips and meetups and go to track days, and like if he's having major work done on his engine, we could fly down there and like hang out with him, vlog it, help him with the car, get drunk at Disney World. Who knows? Orlando's pretty cool. Yeah. My favorite part about this car is that like it was a bit of a midlife crisis. I was like in COVID being like, what am I doing? Like I've never had a fun car. Like why the fuck not? Life's not getting any longer. So it was a bit of a midlife crisis purchase, and my favorite part about owning this car is I can tell my future kids that, yeah, Dad had a midlife crisis and bought a Focus. So what kind of like sucks is we did all the work before we like launched the channel on this car. So like this car is pretty much done as you're seeing it. There's only a few more mods I want to do to it. I want to do like a front splitter, side splitter, nothing crazy, just like some ABS plastic stuff so it can bend and not snap. I would never do carbon on it. I don't think it's worth it. Like, why are you paying, $1,500 for a piece that's, like an outslider? Like, there's no point in my mind, especially on these cars. It's a looks thing, I get it, but not for me. But it's pretty much done. But what's cool is like we filmed all the performance upgrades. So you might have spotted the new intercooler on it. That's one of the upgrades that's been done, but there's a lot more. Just to like, one, make it kind of sound better, but also give it a little extra juice. And it went from like me loving the car to me being like floored by the car. As soon as we put that tune on it, it was, yep, this is where I wanted. So I don't want to push the car any further, and you'll see. I'll talk about it in the videos when we do the upgrades. But pretty much like this car, like this car's pretty much maxed out from factory, which is good. It's like this kind of what I wanted. Like it has Brembos, it has big brakes, it's got good power, it's got a good turbo. It even had a good exhaust note on it. Really, I didn't need to do it what the fuck? Is that a 300?
Going to the bank.
That's a 300 too. Dude, your car's faster than that thing.
Take the spare tire off.
Yeah, so this car's pretty much maxed out from factory. So you don't really want to push it too far, especially the engine. It is an open deck design. You hear horror stories of guys running like E85, E30 tunes, and they crack their engine, they blow their engines, they blow a rod. Yeah, you hear horror stories. So it's like, didn't really want to push the car any farther. What is this guy doing? Is he doing wheelies? Fucking do a wheelie, bud.
A little too hard.
Can you imagine if you capture him just eating shit right now? He's practicing.
Good for him.
Good for him. I'm too fat for a 300. If I went to a motorcycle store, they'd be like, just go right to 1,000, you fat fuck. you big boy, buddy. He's distracting the fuck out of me. This car was meant to be just like, it's good from factory and have fun. And that's what I kind of wanted too. I didn't want a project car, so like it comes with Brembos. It came with a really, like the exhaust note on it from stock was actually awesome. Like it pops and bangs right from stock. I just threw a bigger one on because it does allow for a little more performance, more airflow, and it sounds way better. It sounds so good. I love it. I'm in love with that exhaust. But yeah, you don't want to push this thing even farther because the RDU, the rear drive unit, can't handle the extra power once you get past a certain threshold. So we did kind of really like modest upgrades. The upgrades that I did to it were actually warranty approved, if you can believe it. The company that we got all of our parts from is actually Ford warranty approved to put all those parts on, which is crazy. So it's like, you can do this, but don't go much further, really. So it's fast, and that's where it'll stay. This car is not going to be a 600 horsepower monster. It's kind of pointless. Like, I want this car just to be like quick and nimble when I want it to be, but totally livable as well. Yeah. So there are some things I don't like about the car. The ride's a bit harsh, but that's what you get when you want good handling. So it's a bit harsh, but I got used to it. The interior is like classic Ford Focus. It's nothing to write home about. It does have Recaros in it, which is nice, but that's about it. It's okay. You know what? I look around the interior and I'm like, oh, it's kind of shitty. And then I floor it in second. And I'm like, I don't care. So yeah. And the other thing I don't like is this thing is god awful on fuel and has the fuel tank size of like a small jerry can. I'm constantly at the pumps. Any RS owner will say the same thing. The main thing is it has a really small fuel tank. It's like, why? I don't understand why they couldn't put a bigger one in. Maybe it's because of the all-wheel drive system, but who knows? So that kind of sucks. But other than that, I don't have too many complaints about it. It's been super reliable so far, and yeah, it's been pretty good. So real quick, I just want to say a big thank you to all you guys who've already subscribed to the channel, just on the channel trailer video. Means the world to us. You guys have really just blown away what we expected or what we could have hoped for. You guys came out in droves, and the comments you're leaving, looks like everyone's excited. And we hope to deliver. We hope to bring you guys along for the journey. This channel is not going to be about us flexing with our cars. It's more of just, we want to buy project cars. Like I don't want to just have this car. I want to eventually have a project car to work on as well. It's more of a journey, and as cliche as that is, but we just kind of want to vlog it, see where it goes. We have lots of cool ideas. So just again, big thank you for showing the support. Yeah, so these videos are gonna be like, they're not the most interesting, they're a little dry, but we wanted to give you guys a baseline to what's been done, what we have planned for both cars, well, for all three cars. And so it was a little dry, but we just wanted to give you, like, bring you up to speed so everyone kind of knows what's going on. We're picking out names for our cars too, so we'll go in the next video on what kind of names we've decided for our cars. I got some good ones for this one. But yeah, there's lots of cool stuff down the pipeline. And yeah, so thanks for just watching these intro videos. We just, again, wanted to give you guys a baseline and just go from there.